Hello! What is going on, everybody? Let me just go ahead and load this. How is everybody doing? 'Tis I, Chillpill, Konbanwa Mina-san. Never fear, number one is here! Huzzah! And then here comes Space, the unconquerable Space. Rather putting every word on a separate line. And now Space is number one. Oh, that's how Rather gets her 75 points. Hold on. Oops, not that. Where's it? Display capture. There we go. Put 260. Nice blastage. I like how you're putting Ratter in her place, and then you pull a Ratter quote. How poetic! How is everybody? This is my first stream of 2026. And also, I think it's my first stream in something like, 3 weeks? A month, maybe? I don't know. Nice blastage, indeed. Thank you, thank you. It was rather nice blastage, if I do say so myself. It's been a minute. Kept on getting real-life stuff in the way of streaming it to people on the internet. But such is the holiday season. We've had 3 Christmases, technically. The one with Ratter, me, and Cal. And then another one with all of us and my mom and sister and brother-in-law. And then this weekend we went and did Christmas number 3 with Ratter's mom and stepdad. Chill, your hair tells the story. Doesn't it, though? Doesn't it? I'm actually growing it out. I want to see... You look frazzled! I'm actually growing it out because I want to see what it looks like long, and if I like it, I'll keep it. And if I don't, I'm going to donate it to Locks of Love. I think that would be a really interesting thing to do, and also it wouldn't be a permanent thing, so it would just be fun. So yeah, it's going to stay frazzled, but I do need to get a touch-up done. It's funny because you're growing your hair out just tells me what mine would look like. Beautiful. Ratter's always telling me that she loves my curls, so I'm sure your girlfriend is the exact same way. So, maybe you grow your hair out a little bit. Maybe not this long, but maybe grow your hair out a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to be growing out my hair, so this is just one of the phases that you're going to be seeing. Something fun that we got to do last Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, because that was when I was supposed to stream. Was we got to hang out with Toko and Mrs. Toko. That was a lot of fun. He gave me a Hyrule shield. It's up on my shelf, and it's really high quality. It's one of the, it's the one from First Four Figures, and First Four Figures does a lot of like really high quality, red, very expensive figurines from different video games. Oh yeah, my girlfriend does not like me shaved. I buzz like twice a year because I'm lazy. I did that in pharmacy school a lot too. I would get like a two on top and then a half on the sides, and it was just so easy to buzz my hair. But I was also in South Texas, so it was just hot and humid all year round, and I didn't like being uncomfortable with heavy curly hair. So yeah, I would buzz my hair all the time in pharmacy school. In fact, I was going through old pictures so we could find some photos to put on our vacation aura frame that Ratter got for Christmas. And I found the pictures of, and you know as well as I do, the curls collect heat like insulation. Oh, dude, for real. They collect heat, and then they also tickle the shit out of me. So I've got like sweat and like tickly little stray hairs, and it's very uncomfortable. It really is. But I will say curly hair is more interesting to look at than just straight hair, so yeah. But I digress. I found photos of me in pharmacy school when I committed to my Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force costume for Halloween. I won funniest costume because I literally shaved my head to do the Carl cul-de-sac. After the stream, I'll see if I can find that photo and put it on Discord. but like straight up just shaved the top of my head. After Halloween was done, I shaved the rest of my head and then had it grow out like that. That actually felt really nice to have a shaved head. And you can't comb it down, you just gotta comb it up, makes it stand up as much as possible. That's the only way it looks. Yes, exactly. When you comb it down, it looks weird. It also looks weird if you try to straighten it. Because if you have like really, really curly hair with a lot of body, the hair tries to curl back pretty much within the hour, and it just becomes like a lion's mane. So yeah, I'll see if I can upload that to the Discord later, because I think y'all would get a kick out of it. It looked good. I looked like Carl. I had a white wife beater and blue sweatpants and everything. And the funniest thing about that costume, though, is it was how I first met one of my ex's parents for the first time. We were going to go to her best friend's place in South Texas for a Halloween party, so I wanted to keep my Carl costume. I always got in trouble as a kid because I was told to comb my hair and it just sprung back up and got hit with, "I thought I told you to comb your hair," right? Like, your parents should understand curly hair is not like straight hair. Whatever. Yeah, I get your pain, Space. And that was another reason why I think you and I kind of started to want to just cut it short. Because it's just easier to maintain, easier to look more professional, and, you know, I get it. Totally get it. But we went down to South Texas to meet her parents. And when we were at the Olive Garden, I was wearing a hat to cover the bald part of my head that I had shaved. And there came a point where her parents wanted to say grace before eating. And I asked if I could leave my hat on. And my ex's dad was very against the idea of me leaving my hat on during the prayer. So I said, okay. And I took it off, and he immediately said, "Put your hat back on, son." It was just like, she and I weren't dating for very long. It wasn't because of that. It's like we really weren't compatible, but like it was really funny that that was how I met her parents. But anyways, enough stories about hair. Let us get into the game. Gotta turn off this display capture. Gonna go in and close this window. There we go. Alright. How's the volume on stuff? You hear the music okay? Am I sounding good? Am I sounding good? I'm interested to see how this one plays out. Is this correct? Why, yes, indeed. Oh, that's right. I had tested this game out to make sure that it works. Audio levels are good. Fantastic. Then let's enjoy the intro cinematic to the last PS2 Castlevania, shall we?
1476, Wallachia. A great war raged between Dracula.
Is it called Wallachia, not Wallachia?
Just when it seemed
like legit, I thought it was Wallachia.
For mankind to prevail. Out of the darkness and despair.
Oddly offset, right?
A true-blooded vampire hunter named Trevor Belmont. Belmont and his comrades triumphantly slew Lord Dracula. A truly glorious victory for all.
Truly.
However, the evil one did not pass from this world in silence. With his final words, Lord Dracula left a demonic curse that enshrouded all of Europe in misery and torment. Ravaged by hideous plague and dire famine, the people's hearts turned black and murderous. The weak were slain without pity, while the land was pillaged and scourged without remorse.
Scourged.
3 years have passed since the death of Lord Dracula, and the invocation of Dracula's curse.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking for the dramatic sting, but I forgot I don't have it on the front thing anymore. Oh, also, I forgot to do these.
Space is so cool! I love space so much!
And also...
Oh, shit! Alright!
Dude, why don't these people ever learn that Dracula can't die? They kill him over and over, but he just comes back every game.
Show yourself, Isaac! I know you're here!
Hector! Is that you?
I finally tracked you down.
You tracked me down. I was the one who lured you here.
Oh, what the hell is this guy?
The fool who betrayed our Lord Dracula.
That matters not!
That matters not! Don't bring up the past,
For the death
asshole!
of Rosalie!
Rosalie!
And how will you have this revenge? When you are utterly at my mercy, you relinquished your powers.
Why does death have a boob crystal?
And now you think to defeat me? Lord Dracula is gone.
CGI Reddit mod. Oh, right.
Still here in Valatia. Even you must realize.
Have you ever seen those videos of Redditors in real life? And they all have the, actually, like, look on their face, and they, like, talk through, like, closed eyes and stuff. I fucking love those TikToks and videos.
There are but 2 humans who possess this magnificent power. You and I.
Yes, to our lasting shame. But I shed that evil power. Never again will I use it.
Ah, but you will, Hector, and soon you have no choice. Without it, I could crush you in an instant. But that wouldn't be very satisfying, now would it?
The hair looks like
You
absolute
deserve a most
shit.
gruesome fate for the humiliation you brought
Who
upon me
knew
3
we
years
would
ago?
get to the point where
Bereft
Reddit is the
of the
last
power of
useful
Devil's
space on the internet?
You cannot hope to pursue me. That is why you will reclaim your powers, and thence follow where I lead you.
It's only...
But
Well, I'll talk
in the
after
end,
this.
The glorious vengeance you seek will not be yours. It will be mine.
Oh god, his tattoos move and
Wait,
stuff.
Isaac!
No! Come back! The door didn't even close. Just chase after him, you lazy ass.
Descend into darkness
Okay.
and reclaim that accursed power once more. Heed my words. I will hunt you down like the beast you are.
God.
I will have.
This is like anime cringe as shit, man. Okay, so I was about to say, the only reason why Reddit is now like the most useful place on the internet is purely because that's what we've made it. Because it is a bunch of subreddits of very niche information, we have created a space for an amalgamation of all of the knowledgeable people on specific subjects to congregate and ask questions and make posts. So, like, if you have a question about crocheting, there's a crocheting subreddit. So all you have to do is type your question into Google and then add Reddit at the end. And that's literally the only reason why Reddit, not because Reddit itself is a good site, but because we basically made it into the ultimate, message forum. It's just a message forum search engine. Used to be you would have to go to specific websites. Last registered. Okay. You would have to go to specific websites to find niche information about things like coding or how to cook or like shit like that. But now we've just got it all in one spot. So it's interesting, but also it's kind of concerning whenever, like, all the information is pigeonholed like that, where people rely on it specifically. Because whenever you have, like, issues with the website, or, like, shifts in power, or controversies or whatever, all of a sudden you don't have alternative sites to go to. It's kind of like Twitter. People have started using Blue Sky, but Blue Sky, I will say, as someone who uses Blue Sky is not Twitter. It's just a less toxic version of Twitter. Not non-toxic, mind you, just less toxic. And also not riddled with AI bots and shit. Yeah, and all other sites are just being consumed by slop, whereas I feel like Reddit isn't as easily inundated with it. Yeah, because subreddits also aren't under the, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? They aren't advertising, right? If you go into a subreddit, you're not being, like, advertised to, you're just getting the information that you want. Whereas if you go to another site, you're constantly getting just like advertisement slop all over the place. Blue Sky True Social dichotomy is absolutely the most stupid shit, right? I just don't like both of the sites. The only thing that I follow on Blue Sky are artists. I don't follow any posts or about like all government and shit like that. I just want to go to a place that doesn't feel like it's run by bots. I don't want to go to Truth Social because I don't want to support Trump in any way. But Blue Sky is kind of like the opposite. It's kind of like the CNN to Fox News. I guess that's not really a good comparison because CNN is also becoming whatever. You know what I mean. Skeletons, level 1! Command, guard button, left analog stick, jump. The quick step. Guard button. Do we really need more specialized bubbles for people to get their information catered to? Yeah, see, that's a thing that has always kind of bothered me about social media in general, is ever since we found out that things can be manipulated by other countries or people or whatever, and the information that you're getting isn't necessarily from a human being, even like in your own country. Getting information from websites like Reddit and all that, when it comes to like opinions about things like politics and all that, it starts to feel like I don't even know if I can trust this specific forum, because it feels like so many people are echoing the same idea and just trying to like sensationalize things to drive us apart, you know? Like, sometimes it just doesn't feel like the people that are posting are posting like real people. They're posting like people that want to drive us apart, which makes you wonder, oh, is this Russia bot, or is this, you know? That's why I found it funny that you could look at a person's profile on X now and see where they're posting from, and all of these like huge MAGA people you're finding out are posting from Russia. Oh, it's so funny. Twitter would otherwise be fine if it weren't run by the most incompetent leadership in the history of the internet. And the actual fuck thought that it was a good idea to add AI image editing. Musk? I don't know. Sounds like something Musk would be cool with. I'm happy that in relatively recent months I found out that there's a difference between AI and generative AI. I had always thought that they were kind of like the same thing, you know? I didn't realize that there was a difference, and the thing that we are disliking on the whole is generative AI. Because I've got friends that work with, like, LLMs and, like, AI systems for their companies and whatever. And I used to kind of be like, oh, you're working with AI, but now I understand that it's not AI that's... What they're doing is using AI the way it should be. As a tool, not something that's, like, being shoehorned into everything and being generative and taking away jobs from people. So, I can appreciate that. And I'm happier knowing that there's a specific thing about artificial intelligence that I dislike versus disliking it as a whole. AI and Gen AI aren't real things. The terms don't mean anything beyond pure. Yes, I know. I'm more referring to. I was more referring to our friend Derek, who is working on AI stuff for his company in particular. Yep. AI is good as a tool, not image generation, in my opinion. Also, J-Lo! J-Lo, what's up, Keyshawn? How are you doing? Overall map of the area, lacking finer details. Can I zoom out? Fixed mode. I don't want to... Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Wow. That's linear as shit. Heyo, Keyshawn. What's going on, my dude? How you doing in 2026? Level up! It's pronounced as halo, a mix between hey and hello. Oh. There are LLMs or text generation models, and then there are also image generation models, audio generation, and all these things are broadly referred to as AI. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, you can split it up. And, yeah, like I said, the thing that I really have issues with is more on the generative side. But nowadays, I think the thing that I really have issues with is how everything wants to shoehorn AI into all the programming. Like, we need you to do this update for Windows 11, and it's going to add an AI assistant that you will never use because nobody in the history of ever has used an AI assistant on a PC or Mac. The most I've ever used an AI assistant was Siri on the iPhone. Like, that's it. I don't need that. I have a search function to find things that I need to on the computer, and I will figure things out on my own because I am technologically savvy. I don't need the AI to search for how to add a Bluetooth device for me. One of my biggest issues with it is it's sucking up our limited resources. Yeah. Sean was saying something the other day when I was at the bar with everybody about how it's using less than what's being advertised, or like what we're perceiving. And I'm not sure. Sealed by an unknown power. I heard my name. What? I'm not sure. I don't know enough to argue against it, but it sounds like certain things do use up a lot of our resources, and then other things don't use up nearly as much as we're assuming. But it's been a minute since we've all gotten together. Ever since our DM moved to North Carolina, and we don't meet each other every other weekend anymore. Can't open it with my strength lump. So Nvidia has already pretty much made the jump. Microsoft likely will soon, but the tech industry is slowly shifting from consumer-driven to investor-driven. Basically, you no longer matter. Oh yeah. That's been clear from the start. Like, none of these decisions seem to be, like, what consumers are requesting.
Is it coming from that tombstone?
It's coming from... That's a tombstone? What?
How conscientious of him. He carved the instructions into stone, along with the most difficult...
We're already seeing it happen with RAM and shit.
So, that's how badly...
I'm just glad that we built the PC when we did. I would hate to build a PC now. Holy shit.
Heed my words, O great powers of darkness. The least.
Now all we gotta do is update the graphics card from time to time.
And awaken him to the world of the living. Immaculate being, appear before me now!
Oh, it's a fairy. It's a little fairy boy. Hi there. God, this is so anime.
Devil forging, isn't it? Never seen that before. Quite impressive. It's enough to make your blood run cold.
Who are you?
Oh, my apologies, my lord. I should have offered an introduction. I go by Zed. I'm here for one purpose only. To purify this land of the
Can't wait to
pestilent
spend millions
curse
by the
which
time I
infects
get a PC.
I see.
You, on the other hand, are pursuing the other Devil Forge Master, are you not? The one you seek fled toward the chapel on the other side of the mountain. He made his escape.
It's 2026. You can't call people fairy boy.
Concern is this to you?
Whatever. You were calling the dude
He
fat
is
boy
the one
last night.
protecting the curse. Ergo, he is an impediment to
Yeah, but I didn't say it on the internet.
this land.
You'll get canceled on the internet. Nobody can cancel me if I say something in the privacy of my own home.
I, Hector, thank you for your help.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you'll forgive me, I must be on my way.
How come there's always a bald, nefarious dude in every Castlevania game? What does the fairy do? Innocent devil, infant fairy appears. Neat. His name will be... Yay, it works! His name will be Wiggly Biggly! Innocent devils are the mystical, untainted familiars created by devil forge masters. Innocent devils have absolute loyalty to the creator. Summon ID may grant status enhancements to Hector. Status enhancements may be examined on the status screen. Innocent devils use hearts as energy. Whenever they take damage or use a special ability, their heart energy will decrease. If they lose all their heart, the ID will revert to soul form. At that point, they will simply hover around Hector. If Hector gathers enough hearts, the ID's soul can be restored to material form. Innocent devils cannot die. Jill, are you aware that you're streaming? No. I think there will likely be a point where tech companies just stop selling consumer products altogether and people will be up shit's creek. Basically, like, everything is going to be, what's it called? For the companies and the shareholders. Is that one of your 2026 predictions? I don't think that's going to happen in 2026, but I think what Space is talking about could realistically happen before 2030. Before we hit the 30s, I think that will happen. I don't know about 2026, but think about it. If Nvidia can make more money selling GPUs to OpenAI, why would they sell them to you and me? Okay, innocent devils level up with experience points by defeating enemies, just like Hector. When an enemy is defeated by either Hector or the ID, infectious disease, both Hector and his infectious disease will gain experience. An infectious disease must be summoned for it to receive any experience points, however. To truly succeed, level up Hector and his innocent devils. Oh my god. Push up or down on the directional button to change the AI setting of the ID. Ugh. Setting the mode to auto instructs the ID to act on its own. In auto mode, the ID's manner of attack and use of special abilities are dictated by its own reasoning. Setting the mode to command allows Hector to directly control the ID's action. In command mode, the ID tends to stick closer to Hector and target the same enemies in battle. In this mode, innocent devils will not use special abilities that consume hearts unless they're told to do so. To use an ID special ability, select the ability with the left or right directional button and press the button above. Use these two modes effectively to make battles easier for Hector. Characteristics of fairy type innocent devils tends to float around the player. They have the ability to open up treasure chests. They can also restore HP or heal status ailments. Ugh. Okay. You are going to do auto because I do not want to micromanage your ass. Alright, open this thing. Speaking of ass, why is yours a Christmas light? What is it? Dragon crest. A crest made from the carved dragon bone. Looks like it should be placed into something somewhere. Oh. Chill, you ruined my prose! I get it, bro. Thank you, Keisha. They call me Chill the Prose Ruiner. Wait. Is this where it... Oh, this is where it terminates. Okay. Alright, innocent devil. I'm gonna get multiple of these things. They're gonna be Pokemon, aren't they? Oh, you said you and me, not you and I. Dupes! I was telling my therapist the other day that I'm having a lot of issue recently focusing on the written word. And like I just can't like read stuff and focus on it as well as I could before, and I think that's because of just like how much stress I've been under for the last couple of months. Wild memory. And she said, yeah, it kind of sounds to me like with the stress of work and the holiday season, your brain is just kind of like going into critical override, and things that it doesn't see as actually important for survival are becoming noticeably more difficult for you, and will probably come back to you in time after you allow yourself to recharge, which makes sense. That happens to me when I forget to compartmentalize. Yeah, like having to worry about stuff at work when we're short-staffed, and having to do a lot more at work, and then also whenever I'm off, having to constantly do stuff for the holidays. I'm just mentally spent, and I'll just like transpose words or skip ahead in sentences and whatever, and I just can't focus on what I'm reading. And part of me is like, oh my god, am I unlearning how to read? But yeah, it really does just sound like your brain is just kind of going into a survival mode. Whatever shit you have on your mind, you gotta find a way to shut that shit off. Like, whoop. Oh, thank you, Innocent Devil. Like, nothing exists except for things that are in front of you right in the moment. Yeah, one of the things that I've been a lot better about in 2025 for mental health is saying no to picking up a lot of extra shifts at work. I was talking to my therapist yesterday about how I've been saying no to that when in the past I've done things where I'm like picking up 2-3 shifts beyond my 7 days already, and I'm saying no to that more and more because I tend to be a people pleaser. I want people around me to not feel stressed out by stuff, whatever that is, more than me being inconvenienced by stuff. So, for example, when my manager comes to me and asks if I could pick up a Saturday evening shift because they don't have anybody to cover, there's a prominent part of my brain that's like, well, you gotta do it. Like, you don't want them to be disappointed that you're not willing to pick up. And there's a much quieter part of my brain that's like, yeah, but you also need time to rest after your 7 days of work. And seeing that my manager is not necessarily upset, but like disappointed that I'm not willing to pick up that extra thing, while I'm not picking up the extra thing and still taking time off, I have weighted on my mind the fact that my manager is disappointed that I'm not picking up extra shifts to help cover. Keeps on making the decision to not pick up shifts feel like it comes with like an asterisk to my brain. In a weird way, I think people have the problem more when they have less shit going on overall in their life. So it's like a double-edged sword. Things are not going that bad, so you hyper-focus on things until you make them worse. It's true. That's something that my mom does. It's kind of like those people after high school that miss high school drama, so they'll take every little thing that people in the neighborhood or their I don't know, reading circle or just whatever are doing or not doing and complain about it and make it like a much bigger thing than it actually is. And that's just how they live, and it's very sad, but yeah, I understand it. I understand it, but I think it's a very sad existence to just be like, I need drama. I really need drama. Let's see. I think I keep going this way. Come with me, infectious disease! Let's attack Merman level 4 together. Level 4, that's a lot more than level 1. I wonder if I'm supposed to be down here. This camera is dog shit. Ooh, magic. Is this magic or health? Oh, it's a potion. Well, whatever, that's helpful. Something fits in this door! Will you insert the dragon crest? I will. Well, it's like when I hadn't left town in several years and then suddenly I randomly flew out to Miami and was just around so many people. It was like sensory overload. I noticed when I came back home, I experienced far less social anxiety. Yeah, it makes sense. When you're... the bestiary contains information about... Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Like, you go outside of your comfort zone and it expands your understanding of the world or how things work, and so now the things that seemed like a huge deal to you all of a sudden aren't, because you have a wider understanding of the world. Which is why I say that people should travel more when they have the chance to, when they're younger, because it really does give you a perspective on the world or your immediate place where you live, that the things that you think are so terrible or whatever actually on a grand scale aren't that bad. And I don't want to say that to like diminish the idea that what you're experiencing isn't good. Just want you to get the perspective of things could be worse and things aren't that bad. It's not that my understanding of the world changed, it's just that my brain did not have the capacity to operate in the same way. So your personal perspective on your own life was altered because you had an experience outside of your normal circle, which makes sense. Sometimes it's stuff like that. It's good to go outside your comfort zone, because quite honestly, a lot of us will focus on that comfort zone. If you're afraid of heights, the best cure for that is to go rock climbing. Not be afraid of every little rock. Your brain can't facilitate that level of fear response. I do like that he is sitting in the chair like Dracula from... Is it Symphony of the Night? Is that the one where he has the what is a man? A miserable pile of secrets monologue? I think so. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. Have at you! I think of it like the first fight you ever got into. You were afraid of getting punched, but after getting punched enough times, just getting numb to it. You know, I have never actually gotten into a fight. Not to diminish your example. I understand what you're saying. But just as an aside, I've never gotten into a fight. I've always been... I guess people are intimidated by my stature, me being over 6 foot and not like super skinny. I'm not muscular by any means, but I'm not skinny. So people have never actually been threatened by me, or threatened. People have never wanted to pursue fighting me, I guess. Or if they did, I've always kind of like avoided the situation. There was this one time when I was in Scotland with Suitcase, the other guy that was on this channel years ago. And we had gone to this little indie rock show with a friend of ours. Aluminum. A very light metal used by some alchemists, but mostly unknown. Makes very light armor. And there was this group of guys that our friend's friend in Scotland didn't like, and they almost got into a fight at the end of the concert. And my friend Suitcase and I were standing there just watching the whole thing transpire, and we're both over 6 foot, and as you know, people in Scotland are notoriously shorter average height. So we were head and shoulders taller than these people that were wanting to start shit with my friend's friend. And I remember the exact phrase that the guy used that was like instigating the fight was, "Well, I'd fight you, but then I know that these two huge fucking cunts would jump in." And he pointed to me and Suitcase. And we're just standing there with our arms folded across our chest thinking, oh my god, please don't start a fight. I don't want to be in a fight. Like, what's going on in our brains is not what they're assuming was going on. It was hilarious. I know that Scottish people were on average. Yeah, we were panicking on the inside because both Suitcase and I had never been in a fight before. But the idea that these Scottish guys didn't get into a fight with our friend's friend purely because we were super tall Americans was hilarious. I still think about that moment from time to time, every so often. It's so funny. Yes, Scottish people on average are shorter. I think if you look up on Wikipedia, the average male height is like 5'6" or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty silly. Scary in the moment. But yeah, I digress. I've never actually been in a fight. I've gotten punched in the stomach when I was a kid, but I've never actually been in a fight. Shit. Jill, can you be my guardian? I get enemies I need for you. Sure, why not? I mean, sometimes you don't need the dog to bite. Sometimes you just need it to growl, right? Well, when you're a kid, lack the physical ability to actually hurt each other. Lol. Yep. What was it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do here? Yes. Virtual machine. What? I don't know what that was. Wait. How do I do it again? Jesus. No. Select R2. The tab key was what I was looking for. Okay. Well. All right. Go ahead. Turn this off. Go to Documents, ROM, PS2, Curse of Darkness. All right. So, weather's nice today, eh? Ryder coughing in the background reminded me of those bits where a character is sitting in silence after a joke or comment, and all they hear is the lone cough in the back. Am I right, folks? Alright, where does that stick me? Okay, not that far back. I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the bathroom really quick and get another beer. Was not expecting that, but whatever. We will be right back. never heard us say we'll be right bark. Well, I'm glad to have treated you to that in 2026. Let's go. Until today. Alright. Let's just fill out this down here. Let's see. Wait. Okay. Fuck you, skeleton! Fuck you, Fenrir level 5! Well, there was another skeleton to fuck, but I did not. I did not fuck him, I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. I did not fuck him, I did not. Open that up. Thank you. Aluminum. La, da, do, da, da. So, I'm realizing playing all these 3D Castlevania games, I don't think Castlevania is a game that can go 3D. I just don't. I don't think there has been a single 3D Castlevania game that we've played that's just like, oh, this is it, boys. There have been some that are like, oh, this is fun. But it's not like all the 2D Castlevania games that we played on like the DS collection or the Advanced collection. Or Symphony of the Night. Like, 2D Castlevania is pretty much where the genre seems to like it needs to stay. There's never been a single 3D Castlevania game. Yeah. It feels like they've always wanted a 3D Castlevania in the same vein that we got Metroid Prime, but they never achieved it. Honestly, in my opinion, Metroid Prime shouldn't have worked. It really doesn't feel like that game should have actually worked and been, like, really, really good. But it did. And Castlevania has been trying to make that leap to 3D, and it's just like, bro, come on. You've tried this so many times on different consoles, and it just isn't hitting. Metroid Prime was lightning in a bottle. It'll never happen again. Yeah, I agree with that. Some of the games have been better than others, but nothing has ever been as good as Metroid Prime. And I don't know that anything ever will be in that regard. Because they also tried the 2D, 3D, or the 3D kind of like these Castlevania games with like Other M, and it doesn't really work that well either. It was the first person view that really made things work. Castlevania just has inherent 2D vibes. I also don't know that they've gotten the right person to make these games either, to be fair. Like, I'm not sure who the right, not publisher, but like, whatever, would be to make the right 3D Castlevania, but they really haven't gotten it. I think it was level design that made Metroid Prime work so well. but I can't put my finger on why the level design worked for it. I think level design worked because they figured out a way to incorporate level design around Samus's arsenal, right? Like, it just felt like the levels complemented the regular arsenal that Retro was working with. Basically everything except for the Shine Spark and the Space Jump. And it feels like they fit the levels around the upgrades versus the upgrades around the levels. Hey, Faye!
Hello there.
Ooh, the curls are getting long. Little boy is not having it right now. He's either tired or he is hungry. He's not letting Ratter finish dinner. How are you doing, Faye? And yes, the curls are getting super long. And they're going to continue to grow. We'll see how that looks. Hopefully it looks good. But if it doesn't, it's hair. I can always cut it off. I just figured I've never grown my hair past the fro in high school, and I would like to see what I look like with longer hair. Like, my hairstylist seems to think that if I do it right, I could get like Jason Momoa level of like long, luxurious curls if I take care of my hair. We'll see. And if I do, awesome. If not, just go back to doing an undercut. Like, Callus had a very long weekend with visiting Gigi and Grampy, and I think he's still kind of coming down from that. He's been a little bit fussy today, which makes sense because when we were over there, he never got full naps. He kept waking up in the middle of the night, like, yeah. Quote, turtles are dangerous to everybody, including themselves. Chill pill. That's true. Pretty good. Finn was sleepy and went to bed early tonight. Nice. If it gets too much longer, Chill will have the perfect Tangela cosplay. Nice. So keep it moisturized and regular trims. Essentially, it's too much work for a man. We want one haircut a year. And we'll do it ourselves. Weapon combining. It's possible to create new weapons and armor by combining various materials together. Choose combine from the status window to go to the combination screen. Combining can be performed at any time. As weapons and armors increase, more combinations will be possible. When you find new materials, check the combination. Do you need help? Okay. I hear something. Oh. Do you do something with this? Oh, there we go. No way. Opposite over here. Skeet gets a haircut every 2 weeks, and I take a literal razor blade to my hair when I get overstimulated by it. Haven't paid for a haircut in over a year. I just bleached and colored my hair in my own bathroom 2 days ago. Very nice. So we have a sword. Okay, so we need the short sword. There it is. And then the axe. And then knuckle. Soft leather armor. And leather helm. Cool. Doofy looking axe. Oh. Okay, equip the helmet. Faye, you a little bit psycho, not gonna lie. A little bit. Ooh, okay. Oh, very nice. I like it. Alright, we got us some new duds. Although we really haven't met anything that we couldn't handle. Oh my god, okay. When some monsters are defeated, they drop evolution crystals that affect the development of your infectious disease. Blocking a certain amount of evolution crystals and giving them to your infectious disease, it forms will change. Its form will change. There are various types of evolution crystals. The types of evolution crystal that is dropped will change depending on the weapon Hector is using. Thus, the infectious disease evolution will be different when given crystals found using a sword type weapon versus axe versus blah blah blah. It is possible to prevent evolution crystals from appearing while using an ID. This would allow the ID to level up on its current form. On the summon screen, select ID, move left, right, and toggle evolution on and off. Hey, I take my meds and have therapy once a week. I try to take care of my brain. I try to take care of my brain. Not me, I kill it with alcohol. Okay. So, Wiggly Biggly. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Wiggly Biggly stays the way he is. I could just see Faye doing pull-ups and Bill Paxton walks over and asks if she's ever been mistaken for a man. No. Have you? Got him. Let's see. Oh, that's not a way out. Never mind. Let's not see. Let's go this way. I got a feeling we're about to go into a boss room. This feels very boss roomish. Got a heart. So I know that Jongly Dongle says that we're going to be trying to start up the D&D campaign again. Really wonder if we're going to be able to do that. But something that I had mentioned to Skeet Faye was it'd be fun if there was a way that we could find a way to have you, me, Ratter, and Skeet meet up at somebody's house, and since Julia is no longer around, it would just be the four of us for the D&D thing. Because while I want to continue the campaign and all that, and having friend time, there's something about D&D where it's like, I kind of want an in-person aspect to it. Something feels like it's missing if everything is just on computer. But I also know that it'd be very hard to swing with having the little uns around. Yeah, it'd be good to get us all together and let the kids do kid things while we just hung out. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Was like, it gives us the opportunity to let Cal, Abby, and Finn have socialization time, and however that would mean, like, one of us would constantly have to be watching the kids, but could totally, like, trade off and all that. But I miss seeing human beings and not just having work, or have life be work and then home and watch baby. One of my resolutions for 2026 is just spend more time with friends, because I feel like in 2025 we saw each other significantly less. I know that we have like the movie night thing that we try to do, but that feels like ever since Ian and Jongly left, we haven't done that since like July or whatever. When you're doing Home and Watch Baby, hit me up and we can try and make it a play date. Yeah, we can do that. Damn chill, you saying babies aren't human beings? I mean, technically, I guess, but not realistically. Come on, we gotta be coming to the first boss. How much of this have we seen? We've seen 55% of this castle. Feel like nothing has been going on. I have heard people say that the last Castlevania, Lament of Innocence, on the PS2 is the better of the two games. But also, I don't think that's necessarily people saying that it's a good game. It's just the better of the two games. It's like saying, what's better, chlamydia or gonorrhea? Well, I'd rather have chlamydia than gonorrhea. Oh, okay, cool. I'll just get that then. Loud, inconcernable human beings, basically. The alternative is not great, but people would argue that it is better. So I could see that. Let's go this way. Or maybe... No, that seems like it's going forward if I go the other way. Inconsolable. I'm sorry, I misread that. But yeah, I guess the ball is really in Jongly Dongle's court, since he's the DM. What's funny is the last time we got together for Dungeons and Dragons, he left our characters in hell. Our characters have just been in like the first circle of hell for about half a year at this point. Longer than that? I thought we had a D&D session before he and Deidre left for North Carolina in August. What circle of hell are we in here in the real world? I think Satan had to make a side circle for where we're at right now. It basically looks like a Venn diagram at this point, where it's overlapping with the circle that has like liars and cheaters and whatever. But it's also like we've got a lot of gross pedophile shit going on and all that, so it's like, where do we stick these people? What egregious sin is more egregious? And do we just not focus on one of the sins? Or do we focus on all of the major sins? I think that's 2026 right now. Where the hell am I going? I wish I could get another map. Hi, armor. Armor Knight level 7. This is certainly going somewhere, but where? I don't know. Also, does this Castlevania game not come with, like, secondary weapons, like the cross and the axe and all that? Rules of the internet still exist, and they were made for a reason. Oh, if anything, I think that absolutely moronic decisions to put an image model on Twitter that they could modify existing images of other people serve to remind everyone of one thing: the rules of the internet still exist, and they're made for a reason. Got an Evo crystal, but my little guy has not evolved yet. Stop healing him, wizard level 6. Double stab. Guard, left analytic, jump. Neato. Ow. Alright. You have no way of healing anymore. You're mine, Armor Knight level 7. Well, I guess I missed one of you fuckers. Ow. Ow. All of you are gone, right? Ow. Ow. There we go. That goes down. That goes to a save room. This way? No. This way? This way. $34 if there's porn of it. There is porn of it, no exceptions. 35. If porn is found at the moment, it'll be made. Oh, if no porn is found at the moment, it'll be made. There will always be even more fucked up shit than what you just saw. They will always oust it. They will find a way. The human imagination is endless. Got that, got that. Ooh. Ooh, a foil. Let's see, that's not as good. Well, shit. It's funny that people basically running the internet at this point never even experienced what the internet was like before the advertiser-friendly era. Oh, the good era? Basically, the internet around the time when Facebook was only for college students. Then everything after that was a slow downhill decline, and then a fast downhill decline, and then basically in a valley. Quit puking. Quit puking and fight. Imagine back in 2012 suggested the idea, what if we made a magic machine that could upload any image you could think of directly to the internet and a question's asked? I think the internet would have been into it, especially people on 4chan, because they could see the chaos that they could cause with it. There's one thing that the internet circa 2012 taught me was that people will do what gets a rise out of other people. And I don't think people on 4chan would have done it because they think that AI was the way forward or whatever. I think they would do it purely because they thought it would get lulz. Wait. Wait. Okay. I am confused. Okay. Bye, guys. Go this way. Go this way. I'm gonna save. I disagree. I think back then we understood the depths of depravity of the human brain. Alright. I realized it was the quickest way to burn the entire internet to the ground. The problem with normies being on the internet is that they're so insulated from reality that they have no idea how fucked up people really are deep down inside. Essentially. I also just think that we had a lot more fun stuff on the internet back in the day. Okay. This way. Skeleton Blaze. Wow. What an exciting hallway. There wasn't even anything to fight in this. So it's... Hey, Space, could you do me a quick favor? I didn't look this up yet, but apparently this year, Bloodstained 2 is supposed to be coming out. Can you see if there's an actual date for that yet, or are they just like 2026 in general? Because I was thinking it'd be cool if the last Castlevania thing I did was Bloodstained 2. And make it a first look. It's evolving! Pikachu's evolving! Wiggly Biggly has evolved from infant fairy to herbist. We had more fun stuff because we had to have a somewhat half-functioning brain to even navigate the internet. So it was this nerd culture shit. Yeah. And the brain rot stuff wasn't just like readily available. You had to go to certain websites and all that. Not seeing anything on Steam, but release date 2026. Damn it. Thanks for looking, though. I'll be playing through the classic NES Bloodstained stuff, which won't take long, and then Bloodstained itself. And that'll be the finale of like all of the Castlevania content. And then we'll start Tomb Raider, which I think the Tomb Raider remake is supposed to be coming out 2026, right? He's all green and shit now. Not moving. Just says coming soon, which is true about most of the Tomb Raider fandom. Yeah. That's upsetting. I really thought that we had more games with like definitive dates coming out. But I guess everything just has the generic coming 2026 window. guess we'll see. Wanted to play the original first anyways. Since I haven't played that one all the way through, I wanted to go back to the roots before seeing what a remake looks like. Well, this is the end of the game. We're about to fight Darkula. What a speed run. Really curious how games will be impacted by the pressure developers are under to enhance their productivity with AI. I see them getting pressure from both sides. I'm seeing where people aren't buying people's games when they find out that they're using AI. And also pressure to use AI to optimize blah blah blah. So I'm just interested to see where things go in general, because it seems like shareholders are really going to have to understand that they are not the driving force. At the end of the day, something is going to give, and people are going to realize that shareholders are not the driving force, and they're just going to be like, no, this decision that y'all are wanting us to make doesn't go with the fan base, and we're going to lose money based on it. But you gotta please us. Ooh, this looks like a boss room. This has gotta be a boss room. Well, big studio won't care. Like, when it's the last time EA never changed everything based on player feedback. I always get disappointed whenever Squaresoft does something that, like, people love, and everybody's like, oh my god, this is amazing, and we're all buying it and having fun, but then it doesn't make as much money as the shareholders were wanting, and then all of a sudden the entire team gets axed. Like, isn't that what happened with Marvel Rivals or something like that? Like, it was doing really well, it was really popular, but it didn't make enough money, and even though it was successful, it wasn't successful, ultra successful or whatever. Thank you, Innocent Devil. Dead. And falls apart, as most big armors do. Oh, god damn it. And second phase is down. Do we get a third? Ooh, his butt's exploding. Do I get the ass weapon like Radder wanted last night? No, I get an elevator with a chair. Damn it. Okay. What's this? Oh, it heals me. Let's go sit in a chair, little guy. Oh, you're just... Okay, okay, bye. We beat level 1! Baljet Mountains. Wow! Can I make anything? Wait, what do I need? Aluminium. Wiggly biggly. Rare items. Wait, what's that? Spirit of Fuji. A godly material from a distant mountain in the east, prized for its use in many different weapons. Alright, this seems like a good time for one more short break. I will be right back, Keyshawn. Yes, I did say be right bark. Of course I did, Keyshawn. You missed it. Welcome back to the Balshet Mountains. I want another Pokemon. I don't want this stupid little green fairy following me around. Although it does heal me. Which is nice. Ooh! Another Pokemon? What is it? Butt Demon? Magmar! I still have it. Nope. Balboa, because he's Rocky. Battle-type innocent devils are exceptionally strong, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. I don't care. I really don't care. He's auto, and he's gonna follow me. Follow me, Balboa! I know. I love him. He's my new bestie. Yeah, fuck up that lizardman, Balboa. God, he's so big. You'd think he was an enemy. Ginormous Navi. I'm all for it. That stupid little fairy was annoying. All it did was, like, heal me from time to time, which was useful at the boss, but otherwise, it didn't do shit. I think... I should do the knuckle. Oh, I don't have aluminum. Oh. Okay, never mind. If I get aluminum, I think I should get the fist next, because I feel like this guy would be a good combination with the fist. Level up. I got Jet Black. Okay. Dude, nice. Balboa is fucking cleaning up. I love him. He's so much better. Where's this going? So I keep getting money, but I don't have anything to spend it on. Am I missing something? Get him, Rocky. Fuck this lizardman in particular. Thanks, buddy. This game is so weird. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I can do a new one. What is this? I need a short sword. And then I can do a jet black. Gives me a broadsword. Okay, okay. Let's take a look at this knuckle. And I get punch rings. Need wild memory and a jet black. Aluminum and a jet black. And soft leather armor and a jet black. Okay. Punch rings goes down to 20, but I really feel like this is going to be appropriate for someone like Rocky. Oh, I got the jet black. Nice. Okay. I want to go to the armor. Do that. And I get a girdle. Neato. Alright, alright. Can you believe it's been 10 years since Trump became president and Trump is still president? Think about it. Yeah. But at the very least, it's not as bad as, like, he's been president since 2016. It's more like he's been president once, and then he had his off term, and now he's having his return tour. Which, his return tour is not great. Biden did basically nothing in that time. Biden would have done something in his second term. Presidents don't achieve anything in their first term.
That's impossible.
They just don't. Their first term is spent doing damage control and fixing what the last guy did.
May I be of service?
Whether that's good for you or bad for you. And then their second term is where they can start to make a change.
What are you doing?
So Biden never actually got the opportunity. Biden did exactly what he needed to, which was Operation Lightspeed and get people the COVID shot and all that.
And this man,
And
is he
oust
your enemy or your
Trump
friend?
out of
You sound
office.
as if you know him.
But that's
Yes,
it.
quite
I would argue
so.
Trump had a
Now
bigger
answer
impact
me.
on shaping U.S.
Be he
politics
your
during the
friend
Biden
or foe?
admin than his own
He
first
is
term.
my most
He
bitter
did,
enemy.
because he knew what he wanted to do with his second
see.
term. And
In
so
that case,
his first term was just practice. His second term is now enacting it.
By
And
what reason would you
more realistically, it's not even him
Indeed. By what
at this
reason should I
point
trust it?
Your enemy
doing
is my
all this
enemy.
stuff. He
That
is
is
the
reason
figurehead.
If
He
you are
clearly has
Devil Forge
dementia.
Master,
He's
you should
clearly
need a place to
whatever,
keep your
and
little
it's
friends
his
Rest
second in
assured, you
command
have
that's
your
taking
reason to refuse
that's
mine.
doing everything.
You seem quite knowledgeable. Who are you exactly?
I think Stephen
witch.
Miller is
I
worse
escaped
for
from the
America than
Western
Trump at
lands
this
where we
point,
were
because
hunted
Trump
like
is just
vermin.
a tired old
I had
man
the power to
that
envision the
is
future.
allowed to do what he
How
wants.
Interesting.
But
Your
I
name?
digress. Castlevania.
Julia, my house is further on. I shall prepare an elixir that may be of use to you. Farewell, for now.
Bye, lady. Julia.
Is the very image of Rosalie.
Julia. Oh my god, what is this? A huge iron door. No man could force us open. But what about a giant crystal behemoth? It's weird to think that Trump is an interesting character, but still a bad person. Most interesting characters are bad people. Villains are 9 times out of 10 far more interesting than the protagonist. This is very true. They're always more complex written characters, whereas the good guys are always written as just a foil to the antagonist. The antagonist is the one that's given all of the interesting character traits and backstory and whatever. So Yeah. Villains will never not be the interesting character in a story. Thank God we found a save point. And what's terrible is, like, that even translates into regular society, right? Like, ooh, magical ticket. Good people doing good things is not nearly as interesting to us as bad people doing bad things. It's possible to steal items from enemies. When the lock-on cursor turns purple, press the final attack button to try and steal from them. Flaws are what make us interesting and makes characters more relatable. Well, it's not even just that. Vader was more interesting than Luke, despite having no backstory initially. Villains are typically the ones who play by their own rules. That's the interesting part. Villains don't overcome the obstacles, they are the obstacle. Rocky, you want to do something? Ooh, aluminum, nice. And this is $1. I like how I get cool new metal to do alchemy with, and $1. Oh, Ryder, don't let me forget, but on my next week off, we need to set a day for us to go and get our cars inspected and whatever so that we can re-up our registry. And then the following week off, we need to re-up on our passports. And a good villain highlights the flaws of the hero, which makes them seem provocative and mysterious. Oh. We got Spear! Cool. But I'm gonna keep at it with Fisty Fists. What is this? Get out of the way, innocent devil! Yeah, I don't care about you. Excuse me? Oh my god, there's more than one. Okay. I can't even reach him. Ow. Wait, what do I even do here? Oh my god, I gotta get into this, don't I? Oh my god. God. Oh, that's the life of me, not the life of the people that I'm fighting. Okay. Alright, let's go collect some aluminum, huh? That was not clean. Where am I? God, this really makes me want to go back and see the other spot, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back. I've got the little ghosty fart of Balboa following me. Oh my god, I've got no health. Holy shit. There we go. Fuck you, wizard level 6! Burp. Oh, you know what we gotta do after we beat the Castlevania games, Bloodstain? We gotta go through Metroid Prime 4. So, having beaten the game, 100% scans, 100% items, I'm gonna say this. I think that you will find Metroid Prime 4 to be an alright game overall, because you're not going to have the cringy dude that's like, win. The only downside, the major downside I should say, after you finish up that part is the desert sucks. The levels themselves and the bosses are okay, which is why I put it just above Metroid Prime 3. Not fantastic, but it's better than Metroid Prime 3.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Devil forging? No forging without a devil shard. Okay.
What can I do for you? What do you need? Will that be all? What can I do for you?
Sell...
Change your mind. What will it be to change your mind, huh? Will that be all? What do you need?
What do you have to buy? I don't know how interesting it would be to stream games since you already played it. Yeah, I guess that's true. Dung? Is it Metroid Prime 1 or 2 that's supposed to be really good? Metroid Prime 1 is really good. Metroid Prime 1 Remastered is fucking amazing.
Change your, will that be all? Please come again.
Yeah. I guess I would be streaming it for the sake of completion. But it is what it is. If you guys just want to move on to the next game, we can just do that. We move on to Tomb Raider. They really struck lightning, and they really did strike lightning in a bottle there. They did. They captured lightning in a bottle like nobody's business. And also, rare, or not rare, fuck, who made it? Whatever, they had absolutely no business in making a game as good as they did. That was so revered as it was. absolutely did. And again, I really, really, really want to see what Metroid Prime 4 was like before Retro took over. Because, like, the result of what we got wasn't fantastic. It wasn't absolutely terrible, but it had a lot of flaws, which makes me wonder, what exactly did Nintendo say sucked worse than what Retro was working on? I really, really, really need Matt McMuscle's What Happened video to come out about Metroid Prime 4, because I am so curious. If y'all have never watched a Matt McMuscle's video, I would totally recommend doing his What Happened on the Borderlands movie as your intro, because it's really interesting what happened with that. There's like COVID involved and a lot of like celebrity changes and celebrities just being like, I just need something to do right now, and oh, it is really interesting. I highly recommend it. Yeah, this gameplay looks genuinely ass. Yeah, so the gameplay is push square. Like, this game doesn't even have secondary weapons as far as I can tell. It's got a bunch of different weapons, but now I can see why people say the Lament of Innocence was better than this one. That's not to say that I think it's absolutely terrible, but that is to say that I totally understand why they say Lament of Innocence was the good one on the PS2. Whatever. Kill him, Rocky. A lot of things are that way. The original Ghostbusters was lightning in a bottle, so were the first two Alien movies. I would almost argue it's more rare for new games and movies to be on par with what came before, since they are not really made to be good as much as profitable. Very, very true. Which is exactly why you see sequels to games and movies that did well originally, but like have diminishing returns. Cool. Some Evo crystals, got $1. I have another fork in the road where I'm not sure which way I'm supposed to go. Guess we'll go this way. There we go. Where the hell am I even going? Could I pick up a map at some point? What is this? Wait, no, summon him. Yes. Open this shit. You're nothing but a magic key to me. This will allow you to track the lineage of created and raised innocent devils. It will also be possible to check future ID evolutions here. Neato. Alright, back to Balboa. For the profitable should equal good, since good game is whatever. See what you're going for. What the hell are you? Cockatrice? Really? Well, I guess I'll just push square on you until you die. Neato. Everybody dies! $1. Dunno. You drop jet black. Okay. Okay, okay. Dude, where the hell am I going? I don't even know what my goal is. Okay. Combine. I get the bamboo lance. He has to read every comment out loud, but he could just read the message and then respond to it. I want to read them out loud so that you guys feel validated. Make you guys feel a part of the stream. Gave up on the last one because stuff was going on. Validate me, Jill! I won't. I don't wanna. When is this guy gonna finally evolve? I need validation, bitch! You shan't get any. Wait, is this guy called Effect? Oh, Ifrit. That makes more sense than Effect. Also, it gets a lot harder to read stuff after you've had a few. Okay, so this... I'm going to assume that this just loops back around. Maybe I should just follow it to finish out the loop. And have the map covered. Although, there's stuff like that. Okay, So, okay, that takes me back there. What's over here? Upstairs. And I need the ferry again. Okay, ferry. Open up. What do I get? What do I get? I get boiling ring infused with magic against fire. Okay, very nice. And right back to Balboa. Wow, what a bad streamer. I'm giving this a dislike. You fool! It's just an interaction. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. YouTube just sees it as you interacting with the video. Ha ha! Same thing with people leaving hate comments over how Radder plays Dark Souls. You see it as, well, surely if I say something negative, the video will be affected. But no, YouTube just sees it as you interacting. Hi. Hello, little boy. What are you doing? Did you make Mama eat more of the guacamole? And did he? I'm giving a dislike. Ooh, you tricky bastard. There's a little boy here. Let's see if you can see him. Nope. Nope. Well, maybe. Come here, say hello to the people. Hi.
Say hi. Hello. Say hello.
Hi.
Choo! Which is something Miss Rachel does. Choo! Show it again.
Do it again. Choo! Oh my gosh, the cow? Gotta lean in this way so people can see you. Hello. 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 Do you see you?
He's looking off this way. He's looking up these.
What do you see?
He sees a Christmas tree.
He does see a Christmas tree. Yeah, we got a lot of Christmas stuff we gotta take down. Alright. Well, you can't make consonant sounds yet. Cal is capable of making all of the vowel sounds, but he just can't get consonants. Right now he's got F for uff, and he kind of has hello, which goes low. He only reads your message verbatim when you make a typo. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I acknowledged his presence and he got upset. I wonders why I started Chill Hate Brigade. Nobody likes Chill, okay? It's fine. Nobody has to like Chill. But the question is, why do you keep coming back? Uh-oh. Oh, it's off-brand Rathalos. Goody. Let's punch it to death, shall we? These bosses don't even have names. They're just called... Oh, it's Wyvern level 14. Ow. Well, attacking its feet doesn't seem to do anything. Dude, Devil Dude, do something. Whoa! Don't fuck up my golem. Are you kidding? Fucking dragon Rathalos motherfucker. Give me your face. Oh god, he can fly. I forgot he could fly. Where are you? Where are you? Oh no! My little Rocky buddy that wasn't really doing anything. Or maybe he was, like, taking all the hits for me? Maybe. Come on, land. Ow. God damn it. I forgot his land actually hurts. Hamburger. Ah, damn it. Oh, come on. Now he's going to breathe fire again. And again. Now he's going to try and land, and he's going to send a shockwave out. Oh my god. Ah! Who's doing so good? I'm gonna converse with myself. See what y'all are typing. No, I'm too lazy. So, do you want me to read everything, or do you not want me to read everything? I'm confused. You guys just want to talk to yourself? We can do that. Especially during a boss where I have to concentrate like fuck. Because my partner doesn't do shit. I didn't realize auto meant that he doesn't do anything. I thought auto meant that he would figure out the situation and act accordingly. Apparently I'm wrong. Chill, don't look at this private convo. Why not, dude? It's like I'm invading your DMs. Seeing as you gave up reading my comment earlier, I think you're better off just reading. You're better off just reading instead. I was in the middle of a fight, dude. Why don't you reiterate on your comment? If you feel like it's so important, let me know what you said. Go for it. Ah. I need to do more damage before my partner dies. And my partner died. Well, hopefully I can... I don't even have him down to his fucking second energy bar. I mean, you're trying to fight a boss, and hence why I said that. And try to earn the game. Whatever is chill, it's your fault. It's always my fault, but if there's something in the comments that you would like me to see, you could always reiterate, Keyshawn. It's not like there's too many in the chat where I can't see a reiteration. Say it in all caps. You know what sucks is I actually work with people that do that. I don't know if you guys have any experience with this, but like we have a instant messaging system at our hospital where because the system that we use is DOS based, you're required to type in all caps in order to like get functions done. But then people don't take off caps lock when they write to you in the instant message thing. And everybody has the excuse of, well, but we need to be in caps lock for Meditech. And it's like, you fucking lazy ass bitch. All you have to do is push caps lock one more time and you can type like a human being. You don't have to type caps lock at me to ask me where the fucking Zosendos is. Because then it looks like you're just yelling at me, and I don't want to help you when you're yelling at me. So why don't you take 5 milliseconds and type cap locks again before you talk to me. And I can't even say that it's like boomers doing this. It's literally people younger than me that just don't see the need in not typing in caps lock. I fucking hate it. Jill, that's actually not uncommon at all. I deal with the exact same thing with my coworkers who use the estimating system, and the standard for their reports is that they use all caps. Alternatively, it's pretty funny. Not when they're... well, okay. I don't know. I just get tired of people asking stuff of me that I'm like actually currently working on or trying my best to fix, and I get a message that's all in caps. That's what I guess I'm saying. It's like, I'm not ignoring people or the med requests or whatever. It's just like whenever I'm actively working on a thing, but I'm busy with another thing, and then I get a message from you saying stat vasopressin, and I'm like currently working on it. I don't like it when it's all in caps. It sucks. And people always defend themselves by saying, well, we need to do that for Meditech. And it's like, okay. You suck at your job. I may take offense too easily, but also you suck at writing things if you can't type caps lock before you send me a message in the department-wide group chat. I know what you mean. It sounds annoying as hell. Average person didn't realize why it would be a bad idea to allow images to be AI. But I don't think you really understand how much better you are at using a computer than the average person. The average person didn't realize why it would be a bad idea to allow images to be AI edited on Twitter. The average person is one step above the literal monkey when it comes to tech literacy. That feels so fucking true. It hurts. And also it's like, what do we do? Like, the wrong people are being allowed to dictate how computers are utilized. Is basically the long and short of it, I guess. There we go. Exactly. I killed the wyvern from Monster Hunter, and he dissolves into the ground. Easy clap. Alright, I would say that this is a good point to end the stream, but I think I need to find a save room first. So, I think we're about to get a cutscene, and then maybe a save room? We'll see. Can I cannot. Alright. Genuine problem for me at work where my boss will file a support ticket with XYZ software vendor and they'll send a script that I will have to review for accuracy. The code they send is always dog shit. Well, that's a little bit frustrating, huh? It's kind of funny. Like, I don't know if this is the same thing in your line of workspace, but like, you can really tell that the people that go into management don't actually know how to do like the pharmacy side of things. And it really is that old adage of those who can't do teach, but I guess in this case it's those who can't do manage. And like, my manager, for example, has never actually worked a staffing job in her life, and will constantly tell us in a joking manner, but we all know is really serious, that she's better used as a technician than a pharmacist because she doesn't know how to do the doctor order entry side of things. And it really is a case of like, wow, I guess you kind of know how to manage, but you don't know how to actually staff. And you get stuff like those tickets like your boss submits, and oh my god, the top hat. And you're like, wow, you really don't know what you're doing, huh?
From pursuing Isaac any further.
Bastard! So you're with Isaac! But that does not follow. Isaac wishes to fight.
Barnum and or Bailey.
For what purpose do you make this request?
This will not make sense to you, but to put it simply,
A lot of stuff in this game is not making sense to me right now, Barnum and Bailey.
This is pointless. Out of my way!
your beloved was killed on false allegations that she was a witch. I know how you feel, and I sympathize truly, but please look past
Rex,
your own
how do you know of these things?
How do you know of these
I cannot
things?
tell. I know far more than you imagine.
I don't even know if that's how
cannot act
they got
upon
the
that
job they
knowledge.
work
That is
in,
my
or how they managed to open
arrangement.
the text editor
I
when
only
they are
observe.
incompetent at their jobs.
I have no choice but
A
to
freshman
excuse myself.
in comp
Please.
sci would
Consider
not
my
would run circles around them. The higher up the corporate ladder you go, the less competence you find in the area, except for the craft of professional bullshitting. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, you understand enough of the area to be like, this thing is going to be changed and this is how we're going to do it, but you also don't know how it's actually going to affect things unless you work in the area, and a lot of people don't. And so they just constantly change shit without knowing how it's going to impact anything. And when people who do know how it's going to impact stuff say something, it gets ignored. I've had many a good idea in my 8.5 years of working at the hospital that I'm at, that I've tried to pass on to upper management that has fallen to deaf ears. And it just goes to show that you have to be in that position in order to actually get anything done. But also, I don't want to be in that position, because as soon as you do, A, people start to lose respect for you, and B, you start to lose the skill set that you're trying to lead. It's an outdated system because C-suite executives don't actually do anything tangible, but they have mastered the craft of presenting themselves as valuable as a value add through the ability to take credit. Yeah, it's like, well, this is my department, so clearly this is my victory. Yeah, I noticed that for sure. Like, I'll be like, a very simple thing that people could do that would make things so much better for us. One thing, to give you an example, is the time clock that we use to clock in at the beginning of our shift. Right now, employees are being forced to park a very long ways away from the hospital that we all work in, right? It is a building away and a sky bridge away. And the nearest system for you to clock in is through the building and then across the sky bridge. And so they constantly have issues of people being late or people not using the employee parking that's designated on the other side of the world. And my simple request was, hey, how about add a clock, or a time clock, that isn't on the other side of the sky bridge. Add one here that's closer to the employee parking lot so that people aren't having to rush across the sky bridge just to clock in exactly on the 30s. And apparently that's a bad idea. So it never got done. It's just like, it's such a small thing. Would it actually make people more late because they are clocking in and then slowly walking across the sky bridge? Or would it make people more on time in the system and less frazzled when they get to work when they don't have to run across a fucking sky bridge to clock in? And then you wouldn't have so many people parking in patient parking lots and blah blah blah. But I guess because I'm not in a C-suite position, management position, that simple suggestion, which would be very cost effective, because quite honestly the cost of a time clock would not be that bad, is just too much to ask. So yeah, little people like me that make suggestions, it just falls on deaf ears. Clocking in is another outdated system. Half the battle of working in corporate America is finding some way to salvage the bad ideas of my superiors. What the hell? Where's a save point? Fuck you. I don't care. What is this? Uncurse. Wait. It's a dead end? Fuck you guys. What? Yeah, clocking in is really annoying. You have to look at it from the perspective on upper management. They have a checklist of things they've added to the company this year. I don't care. As soon as the company treats people like people and pays them what they're deserved, I will care. So many other hospital systems have what's called a cost of living adjustment, which makes their pay not necessarily more, but makes living more affordable. And our hospital system refuses to do that. It's like, but why though? You'll keep more fish if you put a fucking worm on the hook, you know? Ah, damn it. make a new axe. Dude, nice. Okay. Okay. Where is it? The mace. Oh, 40? Fuck yeah. Fuck y'all. You aren't people, you're human capital. Executives are good at separating the two concepts. It's very clear. It's what I always tell people. We're as valuable as the computers that we put orders on. And if you think otherwise, then you are clearly not in a position to say anything to change anything. Where is a save room? Please let this be a save room. Oh my god. Where does it set me back to? That sucks. That sucks a lot. There was no save room after the boss fight that I could find. And because of that, I died. And now we're back before the boss fight in the Baljet Mountains. That sucks. Okay. Anyways, join us next time. Ryder is going to be continuing to suffer going up that hill with all of the people shooting lances at her in Anor Londo. And then I will be continuing this. I'm going to play a little bit past this part so I can fucking get to a save point so that we can continue on. But oh my god. Like, we played so far into that other level and there wasn't a single save point. Everything was just rooms full of enemies that didn't actually give us shit. Good game design. Fantastic. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Like we always say, night, and our streams are bullshit. Why do you like this shit? What is wrong with you? You come back every week to hear us talk about odd-shaped, rippled nipples. What is wrong with y'all? Good night. Rippled nipples.